we all would like to know in our lives, how do we be happier and healthier and live longer? Let's dive into our topic so we can find out another tip on how to do just those three things. I'm Dr. Jen Anaker with Anaker Clinics of Chiropractic. This is our seventh one of our seven-part series diving into wellness. And I think when we're looking for healthier, happier, ability and the ability to live longer, this is one thing that we should dive into, which is our number 7, social wellness. Those in a research study found that those have more meaningful social relationships, family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, acquaintances, etc., are healthier, happier, and live longer. And so I think we all have that desire for connection, no matter what our personality is. You might find that you have that desire to take care of loved ones. Maybe you want to belong to a club or a team for that socialization. And then also just to be, share some time with friends and family and to have that laughter and to enjoy those conversations. That is such a key part in our overall wellness of our body. And certainly, we all hear this as a comment. Nobody on their deathbed says, I wish I would have made more money. Instead, they're making comments like, I wish I would have spent more time with my family, established better connections with family, friends. And it can be, that can be hard in our world. We live a very fast-paced world. We're on a lot of times people have a lot of devices or screen time that takes up our time. We've all seen those pictures where, there's a couple laying in bed and they're both on their phones. We need to really put some of that aside, or at least have certain times of the day. We have to be connected for most of us, but certainly times to be connected with our devices, but also times to put them away. So that way we can really hone in on this topic of social wellness. And so here are some tips, just taking a walk with a friend, or meeting up with a bunch of girlfriends or guy friends once a month, having that ability to connect. I know I meet with my girlfriends once a month, and that is I'm going to call it a sacred time. It's a time where I can just unwind, be myself, have fun, laugh, because we have a lot of the same viewpoints and the same outlooks on life. And that really helps me to refuel for the following month. And I think, again, during that time, we just really have to say, it's a time not to be connected to that cell phone. Put it down, put it away, turn it off, get plugged back in when you're done, but enjoy those relationships. I live far away from most of my family, except for my brother and those immediate around me and Dan and my families. But so I have had to really form rituals and rhythms in order to stay connected to nieces and nephews and, my parents and my grandparents and aunts and uncles. So sometimes that can be, hey, you know what? Every 2 weeks, I need to connect with my grandparents, or I need to make a phone call out, or, I'm going to send a birthday card or a little holiday card to a niece or nephew. Just different ways to make sure, again, that you have those social connections. Something that is just the art form or the quintessential thought process of the American family is to sit down for family dinners. This can be a time to unwind, to share, to really be in each other's space on a consistent level and enjoying those family dinners. Maybe you have a busy family, you're a soccer family, you can't do it every night, but setting aside, at least 1 to 2 to 3 nights, over the course of a week that you can sit down. Research showed us that families that sat down and had dinner together, as a whole, they had healthier eating habits, kids had higher academic achievements, and just overall better emotional well-being. So take a look at your relationships, because again, some additional things that can just help increase your quality of life. And in fact, they say when you have good company and you get to enjoy those relationships, it increases your immune system, better cardiovascular health, decreased dementia. And a study took 300,000 people and looked at this group of people that had a lack of strong relationships. And they found a 50% increase in dementia in this particular group of people. So, all of those pros and cons, step back, think about how you can dive in to have better quality relationships, maybe, reach out to an old friend, contact a family member, but really carve out that time to create that level of social relationships so that way you can have a healthier, higher quality of life And once again, last one, 7-part series. Take a look at the links below. We've got them on our YouTube. Enjoy this. They're on our social media. It just takes them a little bit of time to find and, 1 to 2 things that you can change as you're looking to how can I be a better version of myself.